Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Tahir bin Osman, and today I would like to present to you steering industrial R&D, strategic goal and budget control. So this presentation is to fulfill my assignment EBTT3103 Innovation and Technology Management subject. So I will start our presentation now. Firstly, let's start by understanding what we mean by R&D and more importantly, why it's matter. So R&D stand for research and development. It refers to the deliberate effort companies make to innovate, whether that means creating a new product, improving existing ones, or optimizing processes. But R&D is more than just lab work. It's a core engine of business competitiveness. Companies that invest in R&D are able to anticipate trend, respond to changing customer demand, and adapt to new technologicals. In today's fast-paced, innovation-driven economy, R&D is not luxury. It's a necessity for survival and long-term success. So, how R&D matters? R&D will drive innovation and competitiveness, support long-term growth, align with customer needs and technology, also the market demands. So next we will talk about how to managing R&D to meet industrial and company needs. So managing R&D effectively requires aligning it with both the company strategic goal and the wider industrial landscape. This means focusing innovation efforts on areas that contribute to long-term growth, cost efficiency, or market expansion. Key strategies include setting clear priorities, fostering collaboration across departments, involving customers in idea development, and tracking R&D outcome through measurable KPI. So for this presentation, I would like to use Sam Darby Company as an example, both plantation and their motors division. So in its plantation division, the company developed Genome Select, high-yield oil palm seedling designed to meet both sustainability targets and market demand for efficient land use. They also implement and introduce digital agriculture. So in digital agriculture, the use of drones and remote sensor for plantation monitoring demonstrate how Samdabi respond to industrial shift toward precision agriculture. In its motor business division, Samdabi has proactively moved into electric and hybrid vehicle, preparing for the global transition to low carbon mobility. Overall, R&D is clearly tied to market signals and long-term corporate priorities. However, R&D doesn't happen in a vacuum. There are several pressures that influence R&D strategies. First, market competition demand faster innovation cycle. Second, technological advancement such as AI, IoT, and automation. All of these elements require constant upgrading and adaptation. Third, strict regulatory requirements, especially around environmental sustainability and the shape of the direction of the R&D itself. Next, consumer expectation. Nowadays, the consumer expectations are rising, particularly for smart, ethical, and eco-friendly products. Last but not least, internal business objectives, such as cost reduction, operational efficiency, and product diversification. So all of these factors will pressure R&D. So how Sandabi managing all of the pressure on their R&D? Sandabi navigate this pressure by being forward-thinking. To address tech pressure, they use drones, AI, and mechanized system in plantation. This is to reduce the labor cost and increase efficiency. They also ensure regulatory compliance by developing traceability tools for sustainability and adhering to global standards like RSPO. On the competition front, their early investment in EV has positioned them ahead of regional players. Lastly, Samdabi also initiate technological partnership which they collaborate with global tech firms such as Siemens, Bosch, which help Samdabi Motors integrate electrical vehicle tech rapidly onto its offering. By integrating strategic foresight into its R&D planning, Samdabi remains responsive and competitive, and in other words, they turn pressure into opportunity. So let's talk about financial control in R&D. So there is a 4 point here: budget allocation by priority sector, cost benefit analysis of R&D outcome, public and private partnership, and ROI focused budgeting. R&D requires careful financial planning. Company need to assess the strategic value of each R&D project before investing. So budget allocation are based on expected returns, innovation potential, and alignment with corporate strategy. Funding may come from internal profit, joint venture, or even government grants. And throughout the R&D cycle, company monitor all the progress using ROI models and performance benchmark so that their financial will be in control and their R&D will be worth it for them in the future and won't impact their financial. Now I would like to explain to you how Sandabi allocate and manage their R&D budget. Sandabi take a focused approach on their R&D funding. In plantation, they invest in biotechnological and mechanization to improve sustainability and efficiency. So primarily on higher ROI like its plantation and industrial. In motors, their R&D is aimed at developing EV-ready infrastructure and digitalizing dealership operation. They also reduce their costs by partnering with university and research institute to enhance innovation with minimum cost. Lastly, their performance of their R&D is tracked through metrics like yield improvement, cost reduction, and also their market impact. By doing this, they are ensuring their budget, allocation, and management of their R&D is aligned and on path towards the market demand. So now let's talk about the impact of R&D on financial performance and long-term strategy. So how it will impact their performance and the long-term strategy. When managed properly, R&D has a strong impact on a company's financial health and future trajectory. In the short-term run, R&D can reduce costs through automation or process efficiency, while in the long term, it enables company to develop new product and enter new market. By doing all this, they also can build their brand credibility in the long run. Ultimately, strategy R&D future-proof a company against market and environmental disruption. So, how about Cyber impact on their R&D for their financial performance and long-term strategy? For Samdabi, these benefits are clearly visible. Mechanization in plantation has led to higher productivity and lower labor costs, strengthening their profit margin. Their investment in sustainable practices allow them to charge a premium for sustainable palm oil. In the motor segment, their early move into EVs has positioned them to capitalize on future demand and regulatory shift. By doing all this, they're also able to enhance their ESG rating and brain trust. So, as a final thought, R&D is key to Samdabi competitiveness and sustainability. R&D also managed to align innovation with industry trend and market demand. Other than that, it's also proactively respond to technological and regulatory pressures. balance R&D investment with long-term financial strategy, and build value through operational efficiency and future-focused growth. To conclude, SIMW exemplifies how R&D can be strategically managed to meet both industry expectations and company goals. They align innovation with market demand, embrace technological and regulatory pressure as catalysts for change, and balance it all with prudent financial planning. This integrated approach ensures they remain competitive today and relevant tomorrow while building long-term value for stakeholders. So that's all my presentation for today. Thank you for watching.